So today, this morning, we are going to revisit the Indra becomes a pig story because we lost the file. We lost the recording. It broadcasted, but it didn't record. So, these stories are eternal and they're so instructive and beneficial for us. We can hear them every day. This one never gets old also. It's a fascinating story. These aren't just fables. They're pastimes of the gods and the Supreme Lord, and full of depth and lessons and teachings and wisdom and instruction. So, from the Upanishads, the Puranic pastimes displayed. We're revisiting the Indra pig story because we lost the file. So we're going to remember this story again this morning. So Lord Indra, he's the king of heaven, and he lives with so much opulence and is in such a prestigious position, has so much power. He also controls the rain in this universe. And in his pastime, sometimes he's been seen to display some pride, arrogance, sometimes insulting the sages like Durvasa Muni, and making some offense to Lord Krishna in his pastimes, in Lord Krishna's Govardhan pastimes, sending torrents of rain, trying to destroy Vrindavan, because Krishna rearranged the annual Indra Puja, to worship Indra, to put all that worship and all the ingredients for the worship of Indra to the worship of Giriraj Govardhan, showing who is supreme around here. Krishna was showing this to the Brajavasis and convinced everyone, because it was the annual time to worship Indra, who sends the rains, who nourishes the grasses for the cows and brings prosperity. They all want to show Indra that they're so grateful to him and trying to please him. But Krishna said, actually, Giriraj Govardhan is supplying everything. And Indra is subordinate to Giriraj, so everything should be offered to Giriraj. And Indra gets very angry and tries to destroy Vrindavan and the Brajavasis. And Krishna shows the lesson that he's the supreme person. And he lifts Govardhan Hill with his left pinky, sheltering all the Brajavasis and the cows, and crushing Indra's pride. So there's like an accumulated kind of karmic reaction for all of Indra's pride and offenses and arrogance, where he's cursed to become a pig on earth. And he's sent down into a pig body, and he takes his birth. And when the soul enters a material body, it's covered by many layers of gross and subtle coverings. Also, the soul becomes covered by Mahamaya. And it's a very pathetic situation, especially in this case. The King of Heaven, who enjoys so much opulence, has such an important position, he born into a pig's body and starts identifying with this pig body, thinking this is me, this pig body is me, and actually I'm enjoying myself. And I just found a pig wife, and we're having piglets, and she's so beautiful and they're so cute, and you know, my pigsty is so comfortable, full of warm mud and stool. I can eat unlimited stool and enjoy my big mess, and you know, the sex life just unlimited. Like there's very little ignorance. There is extreme ignorance in pig life. So you become like ignorance is bliss. They say there's two happy souls. The Paramahamsa, who has no ignorance, just free from ignorance. The great sages and saints, they're not covered by ignorance and they're happy. And the pig is so ignorant that it's creating like the ignorance is bliss cliche scenario. But in between, we suffer. We're feeling that, you know, all the modes of nature covering us and making us suffer. But the pig is so ignorant. He's loving life. And Indra, in this case, forgets who he is. And he's having his family life with his pig wife and piglets. And so much time has passed. Meanwhile, in heaven, his throne is empty. Things are getting neglected. His duties are calling him back. His offense has, like, his time for the duration of his offense, and the karmic reaction ends, and it's time for him to come back, but he's not coming back. And the gods are getting worried, and things are neglected, and the gods, they call to Brahma, who often assists in giving boons and always involved in the gods' pastimes. And they call to Brahma, please, can you bring back Indra? He's not coming back. He's supposed to be back by now. And so Indra goes and very politely finds and approaches Indra. Okay, your time has come. You've cleared your karmic reaction. You don't have to live in this pig life anymore. Come back to heaven where you are the king. Your throne awaits you, and everyone's waiting. Everything's just starting to unravel. Chaos ensued in heaven due to your absence. But Indra doesn't want to go. He's enjoying his life, and he's showing Brahma, like, look at my gorgeous pig wife, and my cute little piglets, and my pigsty, and look at all the stool I can eat, and all the garbage and the mud. I'm just like loving life. Forget about heaven. Just let me stay here at least a little bit longer. And, you know, Brahma starts out very polite, and then he's insisting, no, you know, like, he can't believe it. First of all, like, whoa, I can't believe you're in so much illusion. And nothing's convincing Indra. So Brahma does the needful in this case. He slaughters Indra's pig body. He kills him. And Indra comes out of his body, like when we all die, we come out of the material body because we are spirit soul, and we see our body laying in front of us, And we can understand, oh, that's not me. That was just a material covering. And Gurudev, when he talks about the afterlife, that's the first thing that happens. You leave your material body and you understand that body was not me. I'm spirit, soul, I'm eternal, and I'm revolving in different species of life, suffering according to my karma. But still, seeing his dead pig body and being restored in his Indra form, standing there at the scene, the pigsty scene on earth, he still can't cooperate with Brahma. He still doesn't want to leave because he sees his pig wife and his piglets and his pigsty, which he got so infatuated with. Brahma ends up having to kill all of the piglets and Mrs. Pig, and just has to destroy the whole scene in order to bring back consciousness and sense and proper judgment to Indra, to destroy his illusion. Only then, when the whole network of illusion is destroyed, Indra realizes, what happened? Like, how could I have been so illusioned? The sense comes back, seeing the destruction on the whole scene, and then, reflects deeply of like even someone like me, the King of Heaven, who enjoys so much opulence, has my beautiful wives and my beautiful kingdom and throne, and I'm so powerful, and I can stoop so low, eating stool, and just immersed in this pig life. He's overwhelmed with emotion, and there's so much psychology here in this, trauma bonding, for example. The thing that is making you suffer, you're identifying with it and deriving some so-called happiness from it. And the person who's trying to save you, you're not cooperating with them. You're taking them as someone interfering. And that bond that you have with your mundane material family members and society, that's destroying you. I'm reading my notes. And you defend the illusion that traps you. And you fight the person trying to save you and mistake the scraps that you're getting, of little scraps and crumbs of happiness. You're mistaking that for actual nourishment. And the pain, you think the love is love, but it's pain, it's causing misery. And you think, in this case, the pigsty, you think that's your home, when it's actually not. And you forget your true worth, your real value. And you fear the exit. And the only time you'll be awakened is when your illusion collapses, when the whole network of illusion is destroyed. So, Indra is very humbled, and his karmic reaction is cleared, and he returns to his throne, and everything goes back to normal. And this pastime we've heard from our Divine Masters, some new light. They're always shining on this story, and some humor is there, some, relatable feelings come to us. Every day we're struggling in Mahamaya with our own, even though we have this human birth, we're still, Maya, illusion has such a stranglehold on us, and we can feel the truth in this story. So the Upanishads, the saints, the sages, our gurus, the Vaishnavas, they tell this story to enlighten us and to give us some consciousness and some understanding. And we can see this as our plight. So we're very grateful for these scriptural stories and lessons and teachings of Vaishnava Vedic culture, and can remember this in our daily life. There's so many stories. One by one we'll go through and remember these stories. The awakening is necessary for all of us, and to come out of our illusions is what we are trying to do every day. And we don't need, because we have such great gurus and we have the Maha Mantra for help. Our gurus are giving us the Maha Mantra of all mantras. It's the best. It's the Kali Yuga Dharma to chant the holy names of the Lord, and especially Sankirtan. We have so much help coming from above, higher help is coming, that we don't need to make a separate endeavor, a painstaking endeavor to awaken ourselves. It's just happening through the potency of the holy name, the mercy of the Vaishnavas, and the mercy of the Lord, taking Mahaprasadam, and doing all the things we do every day in our temple life. Sadhu Shastra Guru Vaishnav. The sadhus, the gurus, the Shastra means the scriptures, like we hear just now. This was scripture, this was story. All these things come to our aid and help us awaken. So we just go on with our daily lives, humbly practicing as possible by us, following all the practices and principles of devotion, and trying to be sincere every day, trying to be humble, tolerant, give honor, try not to make any offense. And in this way, that grace is descending into our hearts. Sharanagati is principal thing required from our side. All we have to do is surrender our ego, our all the things that are unfavorable for devotion, accepting what is favorable for devotion, embracing the Lord's guardianship, and being humble, and being confident that mercy is coming to us from our divine guardians, and going on in this way. We're very grateful and very fortunate to have this opportunity. So every day we need reminders, and such wonderful stories like this are there to remind us